What's going on, and welcome to Tainted Grail Conquest. This is a dark Arthurian Cthulhu fantasy RPG deck building roguelite adventure. Something like that, and it has actually impressed the heck out of me. Although, fair warning, I did run into a bug when I sat down to record that it just wouldn't let me control the game anymore. And had to uninstall and reinstall it. It's only about 4 gigabytes, not a big deal, but something to keep in mind. But let's hop into it and let's show you what's going on. So I've just unlocked Endless Misery and Endless Power. I don't know what they are, and the weekly event I can guess. We're gonna head back to Conquest. I've done one run through, and I'm hoping there's still gonna be a good amount of story because it has been fully voice acted, and it has been really cool. I have not unlocked any other character, but are you seeing the breadth of characters that are in this game? I cannot wait to show you how much is in this game because it is ridiculous. Look at, we have difficulty levels. Difficulty 1, and then easy. Okay, I'm hoping we'll unlock more later. The number 1 would imply that there will be more. And then up here, we are playing the Weird Hunter. We're Children of Morrigan is our faction. So there's also a faction that gives you different cards. So this is what's in the game. These are the passives for the Weird Hunter. And then there are the masteries down here. But then they all have different ones. Are you kidding me? Look at this. It's ridiculous. Not only that, there's all of these different cards for the different factions. 96 in this faction, 99 in this faction, 97 in this faction. On top of that, there's 8 bosses, 74 enemies. There's a huge range of NPCs to meet and unlock. 20 world locations and 16 items, and I only have 1. The amount that's in this game has impressed the ever-living bejesus out of me. So, we're gonna head in. Our passive skill is we leave a hunter mark, and those carry from round to round, and when you get 4, you get vulnerable, so they take double damage or 50% more damage, I don't remember. And that goes away at the end of the turn. So there's it's like you balance it out to do damage as you need to do damage. So I just died, and this is the city. And yeah, there was a blind guy below this weird statue, but I don't know where he's gone. Now, I'm not gonna go super far into the story of what's going on here, but let's just say things are messed up.
The blacksmith, you hear him angrily mumbling to his anvil.
I swear on my name, one day he'll pay.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Not at this point. Now I'm here and happy. It's just an old habit of mine.
His eyes say otherwise. Something is clearly on his mind.
It really doesn't matter. What matters is that you've invited me to your village, and I can now hammer away in peace and safety.
Are you hearing the voice acting? There has been a lot of story so far, and it has all been voice acted. It has all been fully narrated, and it's been really cool and really interesting. I hope we run into a lot more story. I hope it wasn't just the intro and the tutorial, which I am not going to go and show you because it would take like 30 minutes. Okay, who will pay, and what were you so angry about?
You're not giving up, are you? Fine, fine. I'll tell you. I really loved me village and me people. When the army marched through our lands, I thought the All-Mother herself had blessed me. I got a contract to forge soldiers' weapons, but something went wrong. The weapons weakened instead of getting harder, so the army blacksmith accused me of treason. They didn't hang me because my people demanded a fair trial, but there was no time for one, so the army burned down me workshop and told me to leave. I had no choice. It was that or the noose. This anvil is the one thing that survived the fire.
So, you want to find out who set you up?
No, I don't care about that. It was so long ago. It's just a habit of mine. Whenever I work on weapons, I like to get angry, and then I force myself to care. and you get the gist. My only regret from those days is that I didn't get the chance to say goodbye to me beloved Silence.
He quickly realizes that a question is forming in your mind.
Silence.
His eyes sparkle as he starts to tell the tale.
Are you hearing this storytelling? It has really impressed the crap out of me.
She was the most beautiful person I have ever met. We would only meet at night, near the water. She didn't speak, true, but we understood each other very well. I miss her every day. So please, forget what I told you considering the other blacksmith and all that treason. It really doesn't bother me anymore. But Silence, if you ever meet her, please tell her I'm here. If she wants to join us, I promise I'll take care of her. I'd be glad to have someone to talk to besides me anvil.
New quest, Principles of Gravity. Yeah, so there's a bunch of quests, and some of the things I need to do are... I don't unlock new function for the Blacksmith's Runestone. I have to save people from being corrupted, and all kinds of other interesting things, and save, like, souls from damnation, and it's... There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. So I have some runes, although I don't know if I lost them when I died. And I don't actually know how that works at all. But I don't seem to be able to do anything else here at the moment because I don't have the currency that he demands. I also clearly lost all my money. So my last run came to an end because I robbed somebody. And it did not go well. So in the bottom left-hand corner, we have torches. And our main goal right now is to kill the stone golem. So we can light a weird candle, and then the weird candle will keep away the darkness. And if it's dark around you, it's a fog. Things are worse. Enemies are stronger, fights are harder, and I think some other things might actually happen to you. So these are our cards. We have like a basic starting deck. Small strikes, deal 3 hits for 4 to 6 to random enemies. You have a base attack. So attack right here, this is 100% of my damage. My maximum damage is 8 to 12, that's 100%. And if you look underneath my character, you see there's a little fist that says 100% because that's my base damage. And this is my armor, 10%, reduces damage by 10%, negative 10%, vice versa. We can go up and check the infected human. This enemy's shape and the pulsation of its body suggests that you should be prepared for an explosive surprise. And the enemy is preparing for a special attack in 2 turns, so I have to kill him in 2 turns. But we have block cards, and the way block works is it blocks 1 attack. It does not matter how much damage the attack is. It could be 1,000, it could be 10. It will block all of it. So down there below him, he now has a 3. That is the Hunter's Strike. So if I go ahead and smack him with another small strikes, now he's got Vulnerable, which is the skull, and now we do double damage, 16 to 24 on the next attack. In the bottom left, I know I'm throwing a lot of information at you, but I just want to get you kind of up to speed, and then we can kind of go from there. In the bottom left, the axe with the X button on it, that's my special. So everyone has an ultimate ability, and I think you can change your ultimate ability. There's perks, and there's all kinds of stuff going on. So essentially what it is it adds charges however much I hit him. So if I have 1 charge, then it's just like a basic attack, but I can get all the way up to each charge adds 25% base damage, which is a lot. And you can use this every turn. And it's a real easy way to rack up a ton of damage. And sometimes you get these cards. If I play it, I reduce the damage of all enemies by 50% for this turn. But if I don't play it, it'll reduce the cost of 1 random card by 1. Sometimes they're really good, and they're totally worth using, and other times, it's better to not use them. Sometimes not using them will really mess you up. It's real interesting, and it's very different. And I've really, really, really been enjoying it. So, we're leveling up. I don't know what the levels mean. I have literally no idea. We get a new card after combat, though. So what do we have here? Deal 1 hit for 100% damage to a random enemy in chain, which means if we play a bunch of attacks in a single turn, then it will multiply the card's effect. So if we do 2 attacks and then play this, we'll hit 3 times with it, which is real good, especially with our Hunter's Mark. Piercing Strike, reduce the enemy's armor by 50 and damage by 10% for the next 5 turns. I mean, that's an extra 50% damage for 5 turns. It's quite a lot. Or reposition, discard your hand and draw 4 cards. That's very compelling. I either want reposition or Blade Fury. It seems like I do really well by doing a lot of attacks. That's my main source of damage. So let's go with Blade Fury. And now we get a skill. That's what the level up is. We get a passive skill. It makes so much sense. Armor Crusher. Whenever you hit an enemy, reduce their armor by 3 until the end of combat. That's not bad. I hit a lot of times. That could help. Unused Block lasts for 1 additional turn. That could be really good. At the start of each turn, gain 2 ultimate charges. Also pretty good. That would mean that I could use my ultimate every single turn, no matter what, and get an extra attack every single turn if I wanted to. Or just reducing their armor. Man. You know what? Let's take the Eternal Return. Attack numbers I'm going for attack numbers. That's what I'm going after this time. So let's keep moving. So now we move around this map field, and I want to watch out for the boss because I don't want to run into him yet. And each one of these circles is like an event. It's a thing I need to move because I'm running out of candle. Now these milestones are interesting. If I extinguish the milestone, I get an extra candle. Or I can use the milestone and it gives a big area where I won't be affected by the fog. And staying in the fog for too long is bad. Or I can keep it and ask for a blessing later if I need to heal or boost damage or boost armor, which might really help me for the boss fight. So you know what? Let's leave it. We're going to keep moving and see what else we can find out here on the field. This guy looks angry. He does not look like a happy gentleman. Oh my. There's a lot going on here. That's a big old pig. I've never fought this pig thing. Forest Sentinel. This enemy redirects damage from all allies to itself. I have fought this before. I've lied. It's got base armor, 10%, and it only does 90% damage. Decreased by 10% until end of combat, and then the Aura of Protection. So no matter what, I gotta hit this guy first. What was that about stun? Redirects damage from Faceless Hunter, gets interrupted by stun. Interesting. Okay. And we got a Tainted card. Reduce armor of all enemies by 10 for this turn. If not played, next turn draw 2 cards less. That's rough. That's real rough. I would really rather not take any damage, so we're gonna stun Piggy. We're gonna throw up a block. And I guess we're gonna draw 2 less cards next turn, and we're gonna hope that we can live through that. I've made a mistake. I should not have done this the way that I've done it. I have made a terrible, terrible decision. We're gonna do a bunch of damage though. So, small strikes. All hitting the Piggy. Axe hit. Hitting the Piggy. Blade of Fury. Oh, I only get 2. The chain only does 2. I thought it would do 3. That's my bad. But you know what? Let's go ahead and we're doing 31 to 47 damage. We're not going to kill him, but it's going to be real close. We're going to take advantage of him being vulnerable. Working great. Okay. Now in the bottom right corner, I have energy. 3 out of 3 down there. And there are some things that let you get more energy, but I do not have a lot of them because you unlock stuff as you die, which is part of the story as well. It's very interesting the way that they've done this. So, small strikes. Yeah, there we go. And he's doing 3 times 5. Oh man, that's a lot of damage. We're gonna throw up 2 blocks. I can't take that amount of damage. I wonder if I could have killed him. I might have been able to kill him, but it's too late now. We'll take 5 damage and we'll try to kill him this turn. So, He is doing progressively more damage every single attack. Can I get more detail on this guy? No. Okay, so I just need to remember that he gets an extra attack every single time. So we're gonna hit with small strikes. Should we lead with overhead swing? Is 10 armor really gonna matter? I think the attack would be better. We're gonna hit with small strikes. We're gonna hit with the attack, and then he's gone. Excellent. Excellent, another victory under our belt. We got a little bit of money, we got some experience. And we found a person.
You enter a small glade, quite unique in the way its grass reflects the surrounding weirdness. You see dozens of jars overflowing with a strange liquid. They're filled with a variety of different monstrous body parts. Then
That
you
sounds
notice
bad.
a woman who is taking pieces out of some of the jars and placing them into others.
Okay.
You get really close before she raises her head.
Yeah, it seems like people
I'm
can't see
terribly
you.
sorry. I didn't notice you approach.
She points at her face. You realize that one of the young woman's eyes is made of glass. Glass, a rare material, especially in this world ravaged by war.
Sight-related issues.
She chuckles nervously and takes an enormous hand out of one of the jars. She starts scratching her head.
Welcome to my dominion, the Altar of Knowledge, as I call it, as this is the place where knowledge is born.
What do you mean? Real quick backstory, we invaded an island, we started a giant war, the entire world fell apart, and time is meaningless. What do you mean?
Many of my potions are still in development, I admit, but I think I could give you a very special potion in exchange for the most valuable component you could provide me with.
Do you want a body part? Like, do you need a hand or a foot?
Gold, of course.
Oh. Sure.
Unfortunately, I only have enough ingredients for one of these, so choose wisely.
Okay. I don't have the money for any of those. Can I come back? Who are you
Well,
anyway?
I'm a scholar in training. I've devoted my life to two things: gathering knowledge and performing experiments. But when I think about it, it's one and the same thing. Experiments help in expanding my... I apologize. I tend to spiral within my thoughts when I'm hungry. I think I haven't eaten for a week now.
She continues like that for a while before she catches your gaze.
Master Iron always took care of such things. He remembered about food and other earthly things, but he disappeared.
Join my village, then. It'll be safer.
She considers your offer.
But will I be able to continue my research? Back home, people weren't very keen about my approach to science.
You nod, hoping that you won't regret this decision.
Oh, no.
Then show me the way.
Like, are you hearing this storytelling? It's been so good. I have been utterly impressed every step of the way. Like, this game has absolutely charmed my pants off. Deal one hit for 4 to 6 damage. If not played, lose 50% damage next turn. Well, I guess we're playing it then. It's a lot of people doing a lot of different things here. It might be worth taking that damage to do a lot of damage, because we got to get to this guy. This guy over here, the deranged red priest, creates barriers. I've never seen him before, actually. I've seen the shamans who summon totems. And then the faith healer. Okay, okay, we can chain. So let's hit small strikes. And then we got to do Tainted Force. It doesn't really matter who we hit because it's all going to the pig. And then multiplies the card's effects by the number of cards of the same type. Does that mean Blade of Furies? I thought it just meant attack cards. Am I dumb? I might just be dumb. It seems like I'm dumb. How much damage is it gonna do? 13 to 20? That's nowhere near enough. Let's end the turn. Let's take our licks and let's see what happens next turn. How much are you gonna heal for? God, that's more than I would like. That's more than I would like. So Broad Reach I've not been using. Next hit does plus 100% damage. It works well if I combo it with my ultimate because it does, the ultimate is an attack. We're gonna block one of these and we're gonna take the 5 damage. We have 2 healing potions if you look up in the top left, and I can actually use a candle in the middle of combat, so I really do think when the flame goes out, it is bad for me. Let's see here. You know what, Pig? Let's lower your armor a little bit because it's a little high for me. And then we're gonna smack you. And then next turn, I think we can do some good damage. Okay. How do I want to do this? Only got 1 attack coming in, so let's overhead swing at him. See, now it is chain plus 1. Why wasn't it that way before? I'm not totally sure, but let's overhead swing again. Now it's chain 2. And then we got the 2 hits, and then that seems like an insane amount of overkill for the pig. I don't know if I should actually do, would it be better to take the 5 damage? I mean, the other 2 people aren't even doing anything. Just annihilate the pig. Get out of here. Oh, did I actually? No, I did not unlock Cleave, but it is reducing everybody's armor, which is interesting. I'm still learning. I don't know everything here. I'm picking up a lot. I'm just trying to share all of the things that I knew. No. Let's go ahead and block. Let's throw out some small strikes, which hits random opponents. Not perfect, but not bad. And remember, our block, it'll block any amount of damage, but only 1 attack. So if they hit 3 times, you need 3 blocks. Create 10 barrier on all enemies if I play it. If not played, lose 10% of my current HP? Have a barrier, buddies, I guess. Not an ideal thing, but worse things have happened, I suppose. Maybe a waste of that. Let's go ahead and... Nah, let's not hit him. Let's save that, and hopefully we can wipe him out next turn. Hopefully. So let's hit him with an attack. Okay, let's hit him with an overhead swing. Let's hit him with a Blade Fury, and I didn't hit him with the Blade Fury, and now I'm probably gonna take some damage. 21 to 31, yeah. Yeah, definitely gonna take some damage here, but that's okay. Let's save our special. It's an unfortunate loss of HP that was unnecessary, but that's why we kept the statue. It's gonna help us if we need to heal later, or give us a nice boost. Let's get some small strikes in there. Perfect, now he's vulnerable. That's an insta-kill. Get him out of here. Now, I don't think the shaman actually attacks, so I think we're good here. Interesting, something I didn't notice before. Unless the attacks actually do health damage, he does attack. Unless they actually do health damage, then it does not count towards my Hunter Strike. Gain 10% damage this turn. If not, next turn lose 50 armor. That's fine. I'm not worried about their armor. And you're done. Nice. I'm really interested in playing the Summoner. I want to summon people on my side. Do I get to control them? Do they auto-do things? I don't know. Gain 1 energy. Offer 25% damage this turn. So offer is I give up something. It's a self-inflicted loss. Gain 3 block. Next turn, offer 1 energy. That seems nice. Stun all enemies with no or negative armor. Now, this is an amazing, amazing card. But I'm going to give you a little bit of a spoiler. The final boss, if you stun him, he spawns an enemy to fight you in his place. And he spawned 3 last time all at once, and they absolutely annihilated me. So I don't really want that. I actually think I want Last Resort. Gain 1 energy, offer 25% damage this turn. I mean, that is compelling too. It's a lot of energy. Let's do Last Resort. I think Last Resort could be good. It could be good. What's up, Bard?
Good music. Joyful melodies at that. They sound weirdly inappropriate, drifting through the inscrutable darkness. Then, the source of the sound appears.
Oh, a traveler. Come on, sing with me.
There are many instruments around, all made from materials at hand. Most have been crafted from sticks and bushes, but you can also see some monstrous body parts here and there.
Singing is the only thing that will get us through these strange times, don't you agree? Sing with me.
So, some people, when you do what they want, join your city. And other people, when you do what they want, are evil, terrible monsters. Sure. Let's sing.
You
La
aren't
da
all
da
right,
da
are you?
dee.
My music once filled the halls of... Wait, what was the name of that king? You know, the tall one. Arthur? Yes, grumpy one, didn't like jokes, but he paid well.
He starts to dance again, clapping on his belly like a drum.
Speaking of paying, Master
I do that sometimes.
Stranger, do you have any coins to spare? If you do, I might teach you a song or two.
Okay. Interesting. I can pick a neutral card or remove a card from my deck. Can I look at my deck like right now? Okay, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. I've never even come here before. Yeah, I definitely lost my runestones and definitely should have used them last game. It would have really helped me a lot. We got side quests. Okay, so here's our deck. So I could get rid of something here. I don't know if I really want to get rid of anything. Honestly, the only thing I kind of want to get rid of is Broad Reach, but I think it just returns to your hand every turn. So, like, I don't think it actually counts against me drawing cards, so there's really no reason to get rid of it. If anything, it's just a bonus. Here's all the information about my ultimate. Mastery. I get a mastery at level 10. I died at, like, level 6 last time. Something in that ballpark, I think. Yeah, you know what? I don't want to remove a card, so let's add a card. Duplicate the next card played. That seems amazing. Heal 10 HP? After use, these cards are removed from your deck until the end. Okay, so one time, a combat. Increase damage by 100% this turn. All of these are great, but the Song of Restoration is the only one that will consistently help me. I don't have enough of a deck game plan to be like, oh, this is what I need. This combined with X card or Y card would, in fact, make me the best I could be. So we're going to take the Song of Restoration, and we're going to leave. Goodbye, Bard. Let's go ahead and use a candle. Burn level high. Weird candle burning bright. Weirdness is repelled completely. Interesting. I still have a lot to learn. Why can't I go over there? Got stuck on something imaginary. Oh, boy. I do wish you could tell how difficult the fights were going to be before you walked into them. Maybe you can, and I'm just not paying attention to it, but stun a random enemy. If not played, next turn gain 5 barrier. He's only doing 1 attack. He's literally just there to eat up my block for the other one. The Sick Man. Sick with contagious red death. Don't touch its skin too often or your hand will be infected with obsolete cards. Interesting. Very interesting. How do I want to do this? Let's stun a random enemy. Could not be happier. I mean, we gotta get rid of this guy. If I only have to block one of them, that's a million times better. Uh-oh. On Sick Man Death, lose 2% of max HP. Ascend. Every time you play it, raise the cost of this card by 1 this turn. 1% for each Red Death card in your deck. That seems bad. I mean, let's play it. And let's go. Song of Restoration. We love it. We love it. Heal me, baby. Heal me. And then, man, you know, having a bunch of attacks is certainly not feeling so great at the moment. Let's go ahead and throw Last Resort out there so we can just attack. Random enemy. I don't want a random enemy. I want to smack just the one enemy, but let's just... That might have been a poor choice. Might have been a poor choice. We're gonna take some damage. That's okay. We got the heal. We got the heal. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Burn level medium. It's getting weaker. Weirdness is trying to reach you. I don't know what that means. Dude, these people are gonna get me killed. Can I kill you? Get out of here. How much damage did that do to me? I don't know, but I know it did some because I have those Red Death cards in my deck for sure. Scab? Your deck has been infected with obsolete cards. Play this card to get rid of it. Gross. Super gross. Play the Red Death card. Do I stun him? I mean, I kind of want to stun the healer at this point. Stun the healer. In the turn. Dude, I don't even know what to do about this. Gain 20% damage this turn. If not played, gain 5 armor next turn. 5 armor is not a lot. So 20% damage? I mean, that's not a lot either. Throw up a block because I don't want this guy messing with me. Let's go ahead and smack him. Let's smack him. Let's smack him. All right, I only have this guy to worry about now. Did he just get stronger from this dude dying? He just went up to 125% attack. Okay. We're gonna overhead swing. We're gonna overhead swing. We're gonna Blade Fury. We took an unpleasant amount of damage. That was a confusing... The combats have been very compelling. I gotta tell you, there have been a lot of interesting things. Oh, a camp of people, huh?
The ringing sound of clashing swords grabs your attention as you walk through the weirdness. You approach, but you find a campsite instead of a battlefield. Several men drink mead, as if nothing of note was happening around them. Others battle monsters, and something about the movement and behavior of these beasts seems strange, until you notice a druid chanting something near the campfire.
Interesting. Hit me with all you've got. I don't know if we're set up for that yet. And I don't know if I can actually leave something and come back. Sure, I'll fight something easy. I want to fight something harder, but I don't have the money. Oh yeah, this is easy. This is fine. I can do this with my eyes closed. I can't. Don't quote me. I am going to take damage though, because I weirdly don't have any way of blocking both of their attacks. Let's get some small strikes in there. And let's get some Blade Fury in there. I mean, let's block. I don't want to take any more damage. You guys are really messing me up here, so stun him. Tainted Force. Gain 20% damage this turn. If not played, next turn gain 5 armor. Yeah, we're not playing it. We're going to hit the last resort out there. We're going to small strikes. We're going to attack. And then we're going to wipe this guy from the face of existence. That might not be true. We're going to try that. 2 HP. That's okay. We can kill him next turn. We can kill him next turn. Don't worry about it. No damage. No damage. We are going to stun this guy. I only had 2 energy! And I could only do 1 damage! Oh, that's a tough pill to swallow. Go ahead and kill him. Block. Small strikes. End the turn. Let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna throw up a block. Because I don't want to take any more damage. We're gonna smack him with the small strikes. He's weak. We're gonna hit him with the attack. Oh, he's dead. Goodbye. All right, there we go. And we got a level. What's my level? I got loot. I've never gotten loot. Take all. Continue. Pick a new card. Draw 4 cards. That doesn't really help me in my current deck. Next turn, increase your damage by 150%. I mean, that's pretty good. Gain 1 block for each enemy alive. Pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good. Not a lot of enemies do double attacks. Give me the counter. We're kind of defense focused. Ooh, increase armor by 25. Increase the maximum damage you deal by 6. Start every combat with 10. I'm going to tell you right now, start every combat with 10 ultimate charges. I know it's good. It's what I used last time. It was amazing. Cracked calc. In the weapon slot, in the first turn of combat, draw... I got to show you this. So we want to take this and we want to either put it in our weapon or our armor. And they do different things depending on where you put them. And there's all kinds of different ones of these. I forget what... Oh, runestones, obviously. In weapon slot, in the first turn of combat, draw 1 additional card with the cost reduced by 1. Sounds amazing. It's a free extra card on my first turn. In the armor slot, heal 4 HP after every combat 1. We're so defensive right now, I kind of want the HP. We're going to take it. Can I equip it now? I do. Do I want the HP or do I want to come out of the gate swinging? Give me the HP. Yeah, buddy. And we got 50 gold. We got our 50 gold back. Can I talk to you guys again? If I walk away and I come back? No. What if I leave all the way out of your circle and come back? No. Okay. So, we are going to call it right there. This has just been an introductory look at... My apologies. The Grail Conquest. Save and quit. Take me to the menu. I can't end the game without giving the correct name. Tainted Grail Conquest. It is on Game Pass right now. I highly, highly recommend it. It has been a treat. An absolute treat. And I think if you are into roguelites, if you are into deck builders, if you are into RPGs with dark stories, this is something for you because it is twisted. You guys didn't get to see a lot of the story, but it gets real good. So thank you so much for joining me. It has been an absolute pleasure. And put some good out in the world. I really hope some good comes back to you. And I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Till then, Bye-bye.